All right, guys. So I want to walk you through another strategy that's really going to help you, 10x the money that you can make with this type of email blasting. Now, this doesn't matter if you're using affiliate offers. This doesn't matter if you're using CPA offers. It's the same overall strategy, rinse and repeat from list to list, from regardless if you're generating them, as you see here, from Atomic Email Hunter, or if you're doing like search engine or social media crawling, or even if you bought a list or whatever the case is, this is what you want to do, okay? So I'm going to run you through the process here of building a new targeted email list, because the money is made twice as much, if not more money is made with your secondary targeted list, right? You just kind of want to do the first list and the second list, obviously, and the third list of the ones that you're generating from the first, whether that's Atomic Email Hunter or search engine crawling. It's okay if you don't understand exactly what I'm saying right now. I'll walk you through the entire process. But yeah, you want to make money blasting out the first initial lists, right? But then when you build another targeted list of the people that have opened or the people that have clicked through, and I'll show you exactly what I mean by that here in a second, then that's when you're going to make a lot more money, because those people, as you can see here, are interested in that niche. And more importantly than just a cold email list that are interested in that niche, these are people that have already had their emails from you delivered and have opened them or potentially clicked through, depending on how you want to do this and build this. So to give you an example, let me show you exactly what I mean. So let's say we're going to use the example of Atomic Email Hunter, right? We're going to pander to the fitness niche, and maybe we went out and we identified 5 different potential offers to the fitness niche that are good CPA offers, or maybe they're affiliate offers, whatever you want to do. And we want to go out and we want to blast out email lists of emails that have shown an interest in fitness or losing weight or health or something like that. And we want to blast out these offers to those lists to potentially make commissions, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Atomic Email Hunter and I'm going to type in, fitness, for example. Now, you want to do more longer tail keywords, obviously, but I'm just going to give you an example, okay? And so what I want to do is I want to generate a list based on fitness, and maybe that pulls in 15,000 emails. Maybe it pulls in 30, maybe it pulls in 5. I don't know. It's all going to depend on the list or the specific niche, the keyword that you type in, and a lot of different factors, how your settings are set up, and so on and so forth. And then what you're going to do is, just like we talk about, you want to blast out the list with good email copy, and then you're going to see in your GMass reports who opened it. You're going to give it a couple days too, because I get emails all the time, or I do consulting sessions with people and they're panicked and they're like, I blasted out 15,000 emails and I got 3 opens. And I'm like, all right, well, how long has it been? And they're like, it's been 12 hours. And I'm like, all right, well, that's a little troubling, but give it some time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, give it 24 hours, give it 48 hours, give it a couple days. Everybody is not constantly opening their emails and going through them. You got to give it a little bit of time. So let's hypothetically, let's round it to 10,000, because that's a nice even number. So let's say that you generated a list based on fitness from Atomic Email Hunter, and that's 10,000 deep. And you blast it out, and maybe you get 2,500 opens and about 500 click-throughs and like 10 to 15 conversions, right? Those are random numbers, but that's somewhat like what you might see. And it could be more, it could be less. And then a majority of them hadn't opened it yet, and it's been like 3 days, okay? So then what you want to do is, all right, you made some commissions, that's great, but what you want to do is you want to go to your GMass reports and either build a list based on who's opened your email and then throw them into a new targeted, Excel file of people that have opened that are based around the fitness niche, right? And then obviously, if the people that have opened, if that's what you're building it's going to be those 2,500 people. You're going to throw them into a new targeted email list. So now your list is not 10,000 deep, it's only 2,500 deep, but these are targeted people that have clearly gotten their emails delivered, so your future emails will be delivered to them, and they've already opened your email, so they know who you are, and they're familiar with your email in the future, and they're familiar with the niche that you're basically pitching them, okay? Or you could even go a step further and build it off the click-through people, but obviously that's going to be a very, very more targeted email list, and depending on what your email sending capabilities are, you might want to go open or you might want to go click through. It's up to you, okay? So if in that specific example, if you went with click through, then it would only be the 500 people that actually clicked the link. Now, how do you actually see this? Just to kind of show you, well, I don't blast out from this actual business email, because as you can see here, I spend, I interact with my students from this email. But if I were going to blast out lists, and there's no GMass reports from this one because I don't use it to do that anymore, I have other ones to do that. But you can go to your GMass reports, and in here, if you click on one of your GMass reports after you send a GMass campaign, so you compose and then you hit GMass, right? And after you do that, you're going to come in here and see your GMass reports for that specific campaign, and it will show you all the people that clicked through, all the people that opened, all the people that haven't had it delivered yet, and so on and so forth. So that's how you can build out your list with G Suite and GMass. And obviously, if you're using, any other email service provider, which you probably won't be, because the majority of them won't let you upload a list of cold emails, but if you are, then they have that information in those analytics as well. So, to recap, you're going to generate a list. I don't care if that's in Atomic Email Hunter. I don't care if you're buying it. I don't care if that's in search engine crawling or social media crawling, whatever it is. And then you're going to base that list. You're going to blast out that list with the offer, see who opened it or see who clicked through. And then, yeah, you're going to make some commissions and that's great. But you're also going to build another targeted email list of the people that have opened or the people that have clicked through in the future, because this list is where a lot of the money's made, right? And then you want to keep building this list. So then we're going to go back to the drawing board, right? We've already blasted out list 1, and maybe it was like fitness, right? That's the keyword. Now, like I said, I want to preface this by saying you want to do a better keyword than fitness. I'm just giving you an example to demonstrate the process for you here. So maybe the next one we come into like weight loss or 6-pack abs or something like that, right? Or get 6-pack abs. Then what we're going to do is we're going to blast out all that stuff to list 2, right? And so list 2 becomes, we're going to start generating list 2 based on, people that want 6-pack abs, right? And we already have the 2,500 people down here from list 1 that we blasted out of the people that have opened and potentially made us commission. So then with list 2, we're going to go, okay, who's opened it? We generate the list 2 based on that keyword. Maybe it's, 8,000 deep this time. And then we're going to generate, this is supposed to go over here, sorry. We're going to take list 2, right? And what we're going to do is the same exact process, and it's rinse and repeat. So list 2 is 8,000 deep. We blast out that email list with a different campaign, right? So not the same campaign, a different campaign of a different offer. That's why it's important to initially get 5 to 10 offers that are all related that you can test out, okay? So with list number 2, you're going to go and blast a new offer out, and you're going to see, okay, maybe, 2,000 people in that 8,000 people opened your email. Maybe another 400 of them clicked through and the rest of them hadn't opened yet and it's been 3 days. So you might get more opens, you might get more click-throughs, but we're going to base this off a 3-day, trial period, whatever. You can wait a little bit longer if you want to. It's up to you. And so what you're going to do is the same exact process, right? It's rinse and repeat. Okay, take the 2,000 people from this list 2, and yeah, you made some commissions on list 2, and that's great. And yeah, you made some commissions on list 1, and that's great. But you're going to take the 2,000 people from list 2 and add it to the 2,500 people from list 1 that have all opened, and now you have 4,500, so 4,500 people in your new targeted email list of people that are interested in fitness or weight loss or 6-pack abs or whatever, and have opened your emails previously, so there's a good chance they're going to open them in the future, and you know for a fact that they're going to get delivered. That's how you get the majority of your money, right? It's the secondary targeted list, and then you're going to blast out that targeted list, and that's where a lot of the money comes. So then what do? I'll pause and let you think for a second. Well, it's rinse and repeat, right? It's rinse and repeat. So then what comes next is, let's move this over to list 3, and we're going to generate list 3, right? So now list 3, maybe we did fitness, and maybe we did, weight loss, and now we're going to do 6-pack abs, right? So the same thing goes with list 3. Didn't mean to do that. Same thing goes with list 3. We're going to shorten this down, and we're going to take and blast out list 3 with the same exact thing, right? And now we're going to blast out list 3 with a similar offer, but a different offer, and we're going to see, okay, that was massive. Who's opened it? Who's clicked through, who hasn't opened it, and we're going to make commissions on list 3, and that's great, and we made commissions on list 2, and we made commissions on list 1. But it's going to be nothing compared to the commissions that we'll make on the targeted email list down here of all the people that have opened from list 1, list 2, list 3, list 4, list 5, etc., etc., etc. And then maybe this targeted email list a week or 2 later becomes like 15,000 deep of people that have opened your emails, of people that are interested in the weight loss or fitness or 6-pack ab niche or whatever it is, health and beauty or whatever you want to call it, and they have already clearly opened your emails and they're getting delivered. This is where the money is made right here. This is what you want to focus on building. People stop here. They build like one list and they get some commissions, and then they're like, okay, how do I scale? And then they go to a completely different list too that is completely different than fitness or weight loss, and they start building like cat food right here. But that's not what you want to do, right? You want to initially go into it with, okay, the idea of you want to start building a targeted list, a secondary list based on a bunch of offers. Yeah, it's great if you can make initial commissions on these first lists, but they should all be related so that you can take the people that opened or the people that clicked through and build them into a new targeted email list, and then you're going to blast out this email list, and that's where the majority of the commissions come. So I hope you like this. This is exactly what I do to make good money with this. Take this, utilize it to your advantage, and at the end of the day, it's rinse and repeat.